Hey, what's up, fellas? Koi Mari, and welcome back to some urban myth Dissolution Center. Now, if you remember what happened last time, we just finished our mission or case of pretty much stopping I'm trying to think of the name. The creator of a company that sold beauty products who got cursed by a delivery guy because he hated him so much. That gives you the general rundown of what happened. And at the end of that case, he died. So, in this is a very brutal fashion to say it. Now in our next case, I believe we're just going to check something with the CEO, but it was very ominous, so we don't fully know. I apologize for taking a little bit to get this one out. I've been quite busy lately. But yeah, it's really good to be back. If I remember right, Utek's priority CEO is Kurosawa or something. You know him, Jasmine? No, just haven't seen him mentioned. Might have been a news article somewhere. Kurosawa. Checking reference stock. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO, Utek Priority. So, Mr. Big Time asks for our help. An officiate. He must be on the top floors of a skyscraper. I'm sweating already. Can't hurt to check for rumors or shady bits or bad rep. You're right, checking right now. Oof, I gotta get back into swinging their voices a little bit. But yeah, let's see. This is Utek's Priorities official account. Utek is a company that provides IT support to Japanese companies. Utek Priority? A tech company? Wow, it's a corporate account without gimmicks. It has quite a following. Let me get that right quick. I see some movement on Utek. We should search the company name. Please do. There we go. UTP's quarterly report significant increase in profits. UTP or Utek Priority, I guess. Is that impressive? Can't say I'm the best person to ask, but guess so. I was wondering the same thing. This company's doing well. They were public 3 years after it was started. CEO seemed a bit shy, but the company still has solid reputations. Headquarters in a high-rise in Tora Nomon, isn't it? Which means we're about to go in. You're that nervous? This company has strong ties with government agents and large corporations. They seem good at those connections. For the government, seems like an easy way to earn a lot. Do you think that's true? It must be tough dealing with government information, and basic stressful for those working on that they'd be fired immediately if they messed up. Not like super noticing. A super stressful job. Fired immediately if they messed up. In that sense, our work is a breeze. It'd be entertaining to get one of the engineers who knows how it works for the post. Kaiba Ichiran here. Kaiba? Oh, there's an urban myth that says you post that on your socials. There occasionally he'll get a reply from the dead. That's something we can read after we're done with this. Or if you respond, you engineers can't do anything about that. When he responds from the dead, what would they be saying? You'll just have to post Kaiba Ichiran yourself and find out. I'd like to know if you can get those contracts through regular sourcing needs out on Kurosawa's skills. And CEO guy Yuya Kurosawa may have more business skills than we think. People seem very impressed by the CEO. He's young, probably getting paid a lot more than what his job sounds like. Grab that, won't you? Yes, Yuya Kurosawa is reacting. We'll search that up. I wonder what things they're saying about it. I mean, it actually might have a good reputation. I think most people we've been doing, that's actually something I didn't recognize till now. Most or every case we've been doing so far, the person's had a crappy reputation, haven't they? From our best friend, people calling her like an e-girl. Not saying that's bad reputation, like they were calling her an e-thought essentially. The second one being the streamer who everyone said was faking, Mr. Beauty. There's just quite a lot of stuff, people just having a bad rep. Anyway. Yeah, I guess we have to combine these. Results found. Exclusive interview with Utek Priorities Yuya Kurosawa. His unbelievable climb to the top. I understand my path only because I took a detour. Kurosawa seems so young, but he's already CEO. Isn't that true for most CEOs in tech though? Maybe. This is a several hundred million yen. Wow, can't believe that you is now a tech company CEO. See, all this time, Playboys in their 20s suddenly put together in their 30s. Really? Around 30 is when you learn that life is easier if you take it seriously. Fair enough. Here, Yuya Kurosawa was born into affluence. His family home is enormous. So he was born rich. If your parents have money, you succeed at anything. And just got super rich parents in the social ranking gotcha. Parents in the social ranking gotcha? So social hierarchy was a game. Your parents were... No. It's too much to explain. Just means he got lucky being born into a wealthy family. Kurosawa was born rich. A person who inherited power, the world will never get changed until the rich ruling class changes GR. Person who inherited power? Someone who gets their privilege from their wealth their parents passed down. There's GR again. What is that GR supposed to mean? Great rare? Nah. I passed Yuya Kurosawa on the street yesterday. He had on big sunglasses and a flashy outfit. Thought he was a celeb or something, but he didn't look that arrogant. Nice, actually. Big sunglasses? I guess that's standard CEO attire? Depends on the person. I saw him last week. He wasn't particularly charismatic or anything, really plain like any other dude in the street. I was gonna say hi, but he glared at me. As there are off moments, he's got a salesman switch and a private one. Thought that you can't last long as CEO in IT. A salesman switch and a private one. Do you think I'm different off the clock? Nope. He ran an autobiography about this huge success story. Ex-popular live stream group leader to tech CEO. Success story? Sounds like he's worked hard. Yuya Kurosawa success story, huh? We're missing one more clue, but there's no more words. Let's see. This one. Company strong ties with government agencies and large corporations. They seem good at those connections. Government agencies? You know, doing work for the country. There we go. Alright, that one was actually very easy. I only had one more page. Anyway, we always can read these. Oh, this looks like a cool image. Listeners can also send in their hot tips to the center. A little bird told us about something called Kaiba Ichiran. It's not clear if this is a name or a password. One thing is for sure, when you post the words Kaiba Ichiran online, you'll get a reply from dead people. The thing is, I'm busy. I have time to respond to every single comment. I don't even know what I would do if I got it coming from a dead person. But they know it's tough for an elf to be a social butterfly. Kurosawa sounds like an impressive person. Why would such a big name CEO come to us for help? I wonder what happened to him. We've only heard people talk about him as if they saw some celeb in town. Haven't heard of any real issues yet. Unlike with Mayusaki-san, his company seems to have a good reputation. All that's left is talk to the man himself. Good luck, Zami. Also, I said this in a comment. Hold on. Well, you'll see real quick. Looks like it's that building there. There you go. Jasmine, is that an actual skyscraper? I noticed this, that I said this in a comment, I think, in the last episode, but I've been saying Azama's name is Azama when her name's Azami. Like it's an I at the end. But I just got mixed up because Jasmine kept on saying Zami. And I guess I just thought like, oh, A, Zami. I just put an A at the end of her name. Not how you say her name at all. So I'm going to try to go back into saying Azami, but that was on me, sorry. You know it. See, I must be holed up in his penthouse. So I should just tell the reception lady that we have an appointment. Yep. Also trying to relax a bit. Understood. Oh, I love Azama. Hello. Excuse me? We have an appointment today. We're from the Urban Dissolution Center. From the Urban Dissolution Center. Yes, that's right. We were expecting you. This way, please. Hey, let's go. And that's simple. Mr. Kurosawa, they have arrived. Ah, hello. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority & Co. This is my secretary, Miss Kiyamoto. Apologies, she joined us recently, so I keep forgetting her name. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Azami Fukurai from the Urban Dissolution Center. And this is my colleague, Tomaragi. I hope we can help to start this off. Your request involves the recovery of a stolen item? Yes, about that, Miss Kiyamoto. I'll handle this. You can get back to work. Understood, sir. Oh, well. Doesn't Kiyamoto-san know what's going on? No, she's unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? I can't mention specifics. Yet I'm sure that an intruder was here. And I'm the only one who realized the fact. What do you mean? police if you had an actual intruder. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us, so we prefer to keep things under wraps. Also, I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I heard your team specializes in this kind of investigation. Strange happenings sound like something we can handle. I'm having the security cam footage analyzed. That will take a while. During my accounts and my secretaries to tell you how strange all of this is. If you could kindly get started as soon as possible. I see. We'll try to do an objective assessment of what happened the day before yesterday. This is Azami's special, because she can just look with her glasses. Psst, Azami. Yes, Jasmine? Better watch your back with this one. Can't tell us details, hasn't caught the cops, but the yellow flags as far as cases go. Kurosawa is acting a bit strangely. I'll be careful. Here goes. Alright. Observe. There's some kind of mechanism on the door. Is this the lock? He said something was stolen, but this room looks hard to break into. Maybe I should ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. The secretary about the donor. Jasmine, why are you staring at me? Zoe, looks like you're getting the hang of this. You think so? Oh, that's cute. About the investigation. About the investigation. I guess the only way to get started is to look into what happened around Kurosawa. Something weird happened, and he wants an objective opinion from us, or whatever that means. Yeah. He mentioned the secretary Kiyomoto-san doesn't know what happened 2 days ago. But we should talk to her anyway, being objective and all. Interesting, this is a weird one so far. Why does Kurosawa-san want us to look into this? Maybe have us private investigator types dig up dirt on his secretary. Anyway, that one is figuring out what this strange thing is about. You're right, I'll try asking first. Alright. So I guess we should go to secretary. Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, right? Yes, I work as the CEO's secretary. He has instructed me to answer you truthfully, and I actually saw things happen. Please ask me anything related to your investigation. What happened 2 days ago? Could you tell us about 2 days ago? Did something happen? You mentioned 2 days ago, but nothing happened in particular. The CEO asked me to, but I have no idea what this is about. I see. Could you kindly tell me what you saw? Very well. About 2 days ago, what happened? That day, our CEO had a meeting at a client, so I saw him off. And he returned a while later. I see. And then? I greeted him when he came back, and everything afterwards was as normal as could be. So I haven't noticed anything. I see. Thank you. Okay. Again, like, nothing points to anything weird. It's just, well, I mean, it's just weird, but nothing paranormal. Not the door lock. Do you need a key to enter this room? Yes, a security card. Do all members of your staff have a security card? Yes, all employees have one. That being said, as we handle critical data for other companies, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO room while he's absent. Security card. Okay. The camera. A security camera, like the one Kurosawa-san mentioned. But the intruder made it in regardless. Jeez. I guess we might as well examine all the. Oh, I was gonna say examine all the items. There's only 2 items that we can examine with here. The CEO's desk, and this chair must cost a fortune. And the desk. Need to be careful with the CEO's desk. What's this? An alumni card. Wait, no. Is this part of the prophecy too? Interesting. Hey, that card is of high value. Please leave it where it is. But Kurosawa-san, isn't this? Is it involved in some way in your ongoing investigation? Well, not quite. Then please return it to where it was and continue investigating. I will. Sorry. I wish I could see what it was though. That's interesting. Yeah, that's one. Is, you know, every case we've been through had one so far. But this one right off the bat, we get to know he has one. Alright. We ask her everything. So yeah, I guess we just talk to him now. I guess I'm talking about the camera. Reintroducing myself, Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Co. Please ask my secretary for anything she knows about what happened 2 days ago. Understood. What happened 2 days ago? Kurosawa-san, can I ask you what happened 2 days ago? What I can tell you right now is that something precious was stolen. The rest I'll disclose once you talk to my secretary. Kiyomoto-san didn't seem to know anything. I wonder if there are any traces nearby that might prove a lead. Alright, we go to the back of the room and we throw these babies on. This is Rick. Is this shadow Kurosawa-san? But it's weird. I feel the shadow is looking at me. Or am I overthinking this? Once... Oh crap, I didn't mean to go through it again. Weird. This shadow is a Kurosawa-san. Or maybe it's the intruder? How do I tell them apart? It's wearing the same outfit. It looks like they're touching the desk drawers. Wait, is it me? Or is the shadow looking this way? Or not? The shadow is rummaging to the drawers. And taking something out. It's holding something. I can't make out what it is. Maybe we should examine the desk itself. Do you just have like I don't know, it's way too early to be calling anything right now. Do you just have like some type of split personality where you think that something got stolen but it was just like you? That's possible. A close look. The shadow was taking something out of the desk drawer. From the top drawer, I think. Was anything taken from this drawer? I should check with Kurosawa-san. Alright. May I ask you something? Certainly. Well, that's on your Was anything stolen from the top drawer of your desk? Top drawer? Why the desk drawer specifically? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, of course. This is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I'm here as an investigator. Not that you believe me or anything. Sorry. Interesting. Yes. You believe me? Yes. I found they're intriguing. I feel you might be very useful for the case at hand. Useful? I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Kindly recheck with my secretary too. With Kiyomatsu-san. Okay, I guess. Weird. Is this the first... It's like the first person to know about this? Besides, the director and Jasmine? And also that weird creepy guy in a tuxedo. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? Did the CEO take anything? 2 days ago, did Kurosawa take anything out of the CEO office? Now that you mention it, I think he was carrying a red card-like object when he left. A red card-like object? Not a security card? Those are very different. I wouldn't mistake one for another. I'm not aware of what it was, but I do recall the CEO being very careful in handling it. Thank you. Noted. I'll check with Kurosawa-san as well. If something is missing, then there really was an intruder here. Anything strange about the CEO? This might be an awkward question. Was there anything strange about your CEO 2 days ago? Anything strange? I don't think so. Did you speak with the CEO about anything? No, nothing in particular. I agreed with the CEO, but he just gave me a light nod, as he normally does. I see. Also, this might sound strange, but there was one thing I found puzzling. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left, but to be precise, one moment he was taking out that red card, that red object, and the next moment he was gone. Gone? Didn't he just leave while you were? Didn't he just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door of the CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. Oh, I see. He seems like a serious person, so I don't think she'd make it up. The silent Kurosawa. I talked to Jasmine about this. I was looking. It's weird. It's weird. What's up? Something on your mind? As far as they've told me, nothing stands out as usual. Oh, but a red card-like object is gone, so... Then again... It feels like there's anything happening that's anomaly related. Oh yeah, in that case, we should look for clues that someone was here in this office 2 days ago. I agree. I'm doing the wrong voices, sorry. A red card-like object. This is... okay. So I guess we should go back to the, my vision again, so we can ask him for something. Yeah, we can. Red card-like object. Kurosawa-san, I heard that 2 days ago you took out something from the top drawer of your desk. Do you remember what it was? Thing is, 2 days ago, I didn't come back here after the client visit. Huh? So it's impossible for me to have taken something away. But if so, why would Kiyomoto-san... What was your impression of her? Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident that I mentioned. Is Kurosawa-san suspecting Kiyomoto-san? She said you disappeared suddenly. Kiyomoto-san mentioned that you suddenly disappeared. Disappeared? What do you mean? She said you disappeared after taking the object from the desk. And she's bringing this up voluntarily. I don't think she was merely looking away. I see. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Could you please double check with my secretary just to make sure? Okay. I'm gonna check with Kiyomoto-san one more time. It's so weird. You want to call the police? If something was stolen, the police should give you their attention. Will you be contacting the police? The thing is, the thing that was stolen the other day, it's actually something top secret. Top secret? It's an important matter that affects their reputation. I need to ask you to be discreet from here on with your investigation. I see. The records have stolen. This is weird. Young tech millionaire. I need notes on people I met. Kurosawa-san is the CEO of a tech company. He said something was stolen. What was it? He said a red card-like object. That's it. The stolen item was a red card-like object of some kind. But isn't he gonna tell us what it was? He hasn't caught the police either, which is rather suspicious. He's famous and popular celebrity. I can look for it here. What might the red card-like object be? It stands out, so it would be obvious to anyone searching these drawers. It's definitely not here. Maybe Kurosawa took it away himself? He wanted me to question his secretary one more time. I'm just going back and forth between two people. Alright. Question. 2 days ago, you were in this room with Kurosawa-san, correct? Well, yes. Or maybe just an hour or so. Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or even face that struck you as unusual? No. He was a CEO, I know. And so he took a red card-like object from the drawer and left with it? Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong? Kurosawa-san says he hasn't taken away that red object. Was that the important item that our CEO mentioned? Seems that way. And still, he did take it out of his desk while I was watching. That's the final clue, or almost. New secretary. I need notes on people I met. Kiyomoto-san is CEO's secretary. Kurosawa had trouble remembering her name. When else did she join the company? He said recently. Yes, recently. That must be why I couldn't remember her name. Maybe it's not people coming and going here. Just a guess, though. You hear someone should thought it was Kurosawa-san, but it might not have been him at all. Why are the stories so different? I need to think things over for a bit. And talk to Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, as Kurosawa-san asked me to for her? To for her 2 days ago was just a regular day. And actually, something was missing, even though Kurosawa-san hadn't come back to his office. Strange circumstances indeed. Did she misjudge what she saw? Did the CEO simply forget what he did? If something is missing, there must have been an intruder in some way. I wonder why their stories are so different. They would look like Kurosawa. There it is. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that they would look like Kurosawa-san? Miyamoto-san's story about the missing items was accurate. So whoever it was that seemed to be Kurosawa-san must have actually been here. But if so, they look so alike that you could mistake them? I need to learn more about the intruder. Gotta tell this to CEO. Do you have a twin brother, perhaps? No, okay. I guess I could use my glasses or something, because I'm assuming that's the one thing we can do differently. Yeah, the only glasses. And let's see. Check. The overall impression looks like Kurosawa-san. Did he possibly have forgotten he came back here? What's on the parts? I can't seem to tell whether this is Kurosawa-san or the intruder. I don't think the traces give us enough clues. Yeah, it looks like the exact same person, outfit and everything. Let's see. Yeah, something else. There's the only two guys. About the security camera. Kurosawa-san mentioned he's having the security camera footage analyzed. Maybe they've heard back? I should check with the secretary, Kiyomoto-san. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? What security camera? About the security camera you have there. Is the footage available for checking? Our general affairs team who handles the camera sent us the images just a while ago. Here they are. Thank you very much. What does this look like to you? It's our CEO for sure. Looks like it. Yeah, I'll check with Kurosawa-san himself. Alright. It's such a small room. We're just going back and forth. What do you feel about this? I asked Kiyomoto-san for this image from your security camera there. And this is you, isn't it, Kurosawa-san? No, he does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for myself. Looks just exactly like you, man. Could it be that you've simply forgotten about coming back here 2 days ago? It is impossible. My client counterpart can attest to that. And there is something actually missing from this room. But this is clearly you yourself. I'm as surprised as you are. This is a weird one. Good going. Jasmine, I think I picked up what I can here. So how's that CEO then? Something does feel off. You didn't tell us about what was stolen. And he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? It definitely seems like he's hiding something. Yeah. Director's calling already. It's from the director. How's it going? It seems you're done with your initial investigation. Yes, but it's kind of complicated. A lot of uncertainties, aren't there? Oh, yes, exactly. Kurosawa-san himself is one thing, and the clairvoyant shadows in the office felt different somehow. I see. Also, I saw an alumni card. Kurosawa-san had one. We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your full report. Let us begin then. Alright. So we're already having the dissolution. And we don't have much evidence. As I said, I'm going on a big limb here and saying that it might be something to do with him having like split personality, which is a huge jump, but that's just the thing I'm thinking most. Locating a stolen item and recovering it if possible. The request for this case is rather unusual, considering our usual fare. And it seems this case was made for us. First, I thought it was just a burglary. But the alumni card showing up, something strange must be going on. We cannot leave this case unexplained. Let us begin the identification. Alright. Now let us start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with Miss Kiyomoto, his secretary, to make sense of what was going on. And that's right. So we asked Kiyomoto-san about what happened 2 days ago. So, Mrs. Azami. Yes? And what were the strange circumstances that Miss Kiyomoto described? Visitor came calling. No, this one. Kurosawa-san appeared though he wasn't supposed to be there. Yamamoto-san was in the same room for a while, but didn't notice anything unusual. Right. So the intruder entered the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. Again, we'll see. I am interested in this, very deeply. Moving on. The Mr. Kurosawa, his imposter, came to the CEO's office, as if they were the CEO himself. The secretary, Miss Kiyomoto, was the only one who saw him. Her accounts of that day included an important characteristic of this intruding entity. So, Miss Azami, what kind of interaction was there between Miss Kiyomoto and Mr. Kurosawa's imposter, between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office and until he left? It was like a nod, simple non-verbal greetings. I believe she mentioned the CEO gave her a light nod, but they didn't speak. And that's what they usually do, so she didn't find it strange. Excellent. Precisely. Miss Kiyomoto did not converse with Mr. Kurosawa's imposter. If they'd had any form of conversation, this would have turned out differently. Very true. My final question. Was Miss Kiyomoto unaware that Kurosawa-san had appeared? No. She was aware and even greeted him. Indeed. Furthermore, they were in the same room for an hour or so. But Miss Kiyomoto never doubted the imposter. Yet a client can prove that Kurosawa-san wasn't actually there. So, Miss Azami. Yes? What kind of entity is this imposter then, who showed up at the CEO's office? How would I know this? I don't have enough evidence for this, do I? Well, why is a fox one of the things? This one makes the most sense. Yes, it was almost identical to Kurosawa. It must have been his living spirit. He must have really wanted to go back to his office for his spirit to do instead. Actually, I don't know about that. If the imposter were a spirit, they could simply bypass the security lock. His imposter opened the door when coming and leaving. And the spirit would have been unable to take anything away from the room. Sing it over again. I guess an entity almost identical. A tangible entity with the appearance practically identical to Kurosawa-san. Maybe a clone or some kind of copy? There it is. Brilliant. The security cam footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical. It just looks identical to me. And yet, Mr. Kurosawa himself can prove that he was somewhere else at the time. It's as if there was another Mr. Kurosawa in existence. That is interesting. So I guess it can't be like a split personality like I'm saying. They did not converse, and yet, the security cam footage shows a person existing in two places at once. There is one urban myth that matches these perimeters. Please tell me. Identification. Alright. Oh, Doppelganger. Oh, that's a classic. We all know about that. Interesting. The Doppelganger? A duplicate of yourself that exists in the same world, with no indication of since when or why they exist. Only the person himself would be able to identify the imposter. The terrifying aspect of this anomaly is that if you ever meet your doppelganger, you will die. You'll die? We should warn Kurosawa-san to be very careful, until he recovers what was taken. I didn't know the doppelganger was such a scary urban myth. That reminds me. The same Mr. Kurosawa sent us an additional request. I will handle it personally. You may not be able to reach me for a while, but no need to worry. I leave the on-site investigation in your capable hands. Director? What happened? The director won't be in contact for a while. Will we be okay on our own? Is it that much to worry about? Without the phone calls, it'll still just be the same as usual. You're right. Maybe we'll be okay? We should be fine. Azami, you've handled this by yourself. Oh, what's this? Whew. Home at last. Sir, what is it? Oh, I thought you had come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. Phased to her. What? Oh, that jump scared me. Oh. That's horrifying. Today's menu, we go check Kurosawa's place. And it seems he ran into his doppelganger. When he called, he was so worked up. I saw it, he was in my room and ran away and so on. I wonder if he's okay. Well, he did cause himself and seems safe for now. Though we should wait on mentioning the supposed death if you meet your good doppelganger thing. He was at least well enough to have called us. About the boss man, business done yet? I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe your first solo Dissolution is coming up. No way. I'm not good enough for that. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, you do a little research. Look into the doppelganger rumors. Is there anything else that you'd like me to look up? My little investigator Azami is growing up so fast. Oh, you think so? Can you add Zimmers to your research list? There have been a lot of incidents related to them lately. But are there any connections between Kurosawa-san and Zimmers? Haven't you heard? The Zimmers hate Kurosawa with a passion. Not really a big deal if it's just people's opinions, but Kurosawa haters are getting bolder. Understood. I'll look for rumors on the doppelganger myth and Kurosawa haters. Now, again, if this is your first episode, because it's very possible this might be your first, but I know I have mostly a reoccurring people here. So for all my people, we know that every case so far has been, every case except the last one was everything explained by, it was humans doing something elaborate. The last one actually had a curse at the very end of it to show that the guy actually had a real curse on him that might have killed him. But throughout all the other cases we've had, it's just been human stuff. If this is a human thing, and again, we're going off on a huge limb here. I'm just doing a little bit of theorizing, because why not? It could be a person that just got extensive facial surgery. Like, that happens. That doesn't happen normally, but I mean, people get facial surgery to look like other people, so that's possible. Utek's dark secret, someone that young taking a company public in just 3 years. Or in our sources, he abuses privilege to get there. Dark secret? Is it really impossible for a company to go public in 3 years? No, it's not impossible. It's really, really rare. Yeah, where he is due to family, but he's out here lecturing us about hard work with an ignorant guy. But your family has a lot of money, can just use it however you want. Calling it hard work distorts the world's sense of values, returns the sword world back to its original state. GR. Distorts values? Are they distorted? Are values even fixed to begin with? And there's GR again. What does it even mean? You can see a huge company at this age is unreal. Talk about new life plus. Maybe he's an invader from outer space. True. How many times did I have to be reborn again? Reborn to get to live at the top of such a fancy building? If you actually tried, you might get there pretty quick. Are you saying the Kurosawa we see might be a doppelganger? A little too high profile for antics like that, isn't he? And the Kurosawa we're gonna see now is the real one, right? Sure hope so. But it's about meeting your doppelganger. Are there really? Experiences like that probably hit closer to home than your average urban myth. This one stands out for me. Got it. The glances are reacting to meeting your doppelganger. Knew that would grab attention? Give it a search. Alright. And the voice is back too. So that's the only thing here. Speaking of meeting your doppelganger, my friend accused me of walking around with a girl hanging off my arm yesterday. If my doppelganger got a girlfriend before I did, lol. And doppelganger can get a girlfriend? Anything you can do, your doppelganger can do. I know a lot of celebrity doppelganger incidents. I bet they're just blaming it on doppelganger when they get caught, lol. Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense they blame it on doppelganger. Tsutsumu Kizaraki said the doppelganger hallucination theory. When you're seeing hallucination of yourself, theoretically, it could all be in your head. You could be seeing an older version of yourself or a living spirit. A hallucination of your future self? What kind of urban myth is that? Wait, they said Tsutomu Kizaraki. Right, he did write books on urban myths. Fans that have had their eyes on this topic. We can grab this. Reaction to doppelganger hallucination theory. We can probably get more info on doppelgangers from here. Give it a search. Another one. I've seen a friend's doppelganger before. We talked and they were totally alike. When I talked to my friend later on, I heard they were overseas at the time, so we couldn't have met. Meeting someone in a place they couldn't have met. That sure sounds like a doppelganger. If that's real. I remember it said that doppelgangers can't talk to the people, they can only appear in places related to the original person. The director mentioned that trait. Doppelgangers can't talk to others. And if it's someone who's antisocial or not talkative, it'd be hard to tell them apart. That feels like me now. So my family's house in the countryside is also a doppelganger. I have a bunch of stories about getting home to find your doppelganger already there. It's terrifying. I have historical figures that met their doppelganger before. President Lincoln, Ryonosuke Akutagawa, and so on. President Lincoln with the beard? The one with that beard on his face, right? You know him from the beard. People do your viewers out there all dead. You die if you do, right? You really die when you meet one? Or did you get cursed with bad luck? Getting cursed with bad luck, dying if you meet them twice. Which theory is most likely? According to the doppelganger hallucination theory, it's not meeting your doppelganger that causes death. You see hallucination of yourself before because you're close to death. So it's the opposite. You see your doppelganger when you're already about to die. The doppelganger is a Shinigami. Like from the Atlas game? Yeah, sorry, I play too many anime games. Can't really call those the same thing. Here even seeing someone. I'm also thinking of Death Note when you're Shinigami. Here even seeing someone else's doppelganger cost you your life. No way. You can die for seeing someone else's doppelganger. Take a breath. Go and find more about this rumor. Grab it. I think that's reacting to the words cost your life. I mean, intense words coming up. Interesting. That was the shock of seeing your doppelganger that killed you, love, but dying from seeing someone else's doppelganger. By doppelganger, there's a spirit or soul that escaped from their body, and if you see one, it means that the host body is not his soul and will eventually die. Or something like that. Soul, doppelganger, host body? What? That's a tough one. You can't make fun of the concepts. There were people with brain tumors who died after saying they saw their doppelganger. What? It sounds like a scientific cause. Compelling, if true. Brain tumor showing hallucination of yourself. The idea gives me shivers. Definitely a possibility. There's also the possibility that a doppelganger killed the original self to replace them, but in that case, from the outside, it seems like the original person's personality changed. Killing the original to take their place? That's way too scary. Now we're into the horror movie stuff. There isn't a straw man got a doppelganger if the real person's in their way. They get rid of them and put a straw man in their place. Certain prime minister was just a straw man. Source Master Kizaraki. Straw man? Straw man prime minister? Really? Comes to conspiracy theories. You see Kizaraki said it. Must be a fan. Our prophet Tsutomu Kizaraki is not just a visionary. He holds the power to see the future. Society is on the brink of revolution. There's some Kizaraki fans are all just like part of a cult and just worshipping him. A Tsutomu Kizaraki fan using GR? Maybe it stands for Great Reset. Oh my god, Azami, you're a genius because I did not piece that together. Oh, I see. So that's why I keep showing up everywhere. It seems to be really popular lately. There's a reaction to Prophet Tsutomu Kizaragi. Tsutomu is just a researcher. Why are they calling him a prophet? Would you mind looking into those rumors? Understood. According to the doppelganger time warp theory, meeting your doppelganger results in a time, but Jesus Christ, bad luck, time paradox, death replaces you. It's so much. It's time warp? When two of the same person in the same place in the same timeline, causing a paradox. They really think reality is just some sci-fi movie? Or simulator hypothesis, a doppelganger is a bug in the system. If you run to one, then a bug occurs and you die. Get it? What is the world simulator hypothesis? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm assuming that's the same thing we're saying, like we're all in a simulation. I understand that every doppelganger death theory has some own reasoning behind it. Each one seems realistic in its own way. Scary. And they do seem strangely realistic in their own ways. Yeah, kinda creepy. Finally found a clue there. And is cost your life just like oh yeah, we just Yeah, we can search up both these. Jeez. No one's ever seen that kind of death happen, though. Where did that info even come from? Maybe the person who started the rumor about it costing your life up something insidious. Me? I'm with that one theory where the reptilians are using the concept of doppelgangers to hide themselves. You mean theory about the lizard people? What are reptilians? Like aliens who try to pass as humans? I love the simple little conversations you can get from Jasmine and Azami, just like talking about just regular stuff like that. Reptilians, I guess, we're around the same age. Oh, what are they? Is there it's found specific generations? Different things are probably depending on when you grow up. Like, I've heard that story about getting placed with a weird apparition. It's a pretty recent thing. Just myself, I know about the Kaijin answer. The scary one that legit steals your body. Myself? What kind of monstrous being is that? I mean, that's not a monster's name. I wonder if people out there are actually imposter replace originals. Jasmine? You are the real Jasmine, right? Yes, I'm Jasmine. You are correct. The GR, our prophet Tsutomu Kizuraki, hoped it for is almost here. And they seem to be really excited here. It's like a real party for them. Eve? What is it? Don't keep reading the posts that are creeping you out that much. Then he's read a cold great reset. I thought Tsutomu Kizuraki was simply saying that a cold otaku's got the chance to shine one day. Really? Have you read it, Jasmine? Yeah, I have. Really? You should read it again. You gotta just stand there and wait for change to happen. You gotta take the first step toward changing yourself. That's how we can change society and then change the world. Great reset. Yeah, I can't say much without reading it myself, but thinking how many different impressions of the book there are makes me nervous about reading it. Tsutomu Kizuraki may be abnormally persuasive. It is always tossed around words like toys. I've been working hard for the Great Reset, but it's a shame that I'm treated the same as this fool. The Great Reset is something you work for? And I thought all they did was read books and read online. This could be more dangerous than it seems. You seem too intensely invested in this. That book is just updating your values. What else are you seeing in it? Technically updating your values. Do that first, you must destroy your current values. It's that destruction that Tsutomu Kizuraki sought to carry out. Was there a statement inside that asked you to come up with your own answer or something? I think it's just a bunch of Tsutomu Kizuraki's on balance. Maybe depending on the reader, it resonates differently. This book is about his experience, how he was bashed by people, a prejudiced view of occult otakus based on only half-truths. Half-truths and they were true, though. This short-sighted side needs to be destroyed, Great Reset. And these people saying Great Reset, it's like they're trying to accomplish something. For Tsutomu Kizuraki, right? It looks like to me they're speaking out in the name of Tsutomu Kizuraki, who couldn't accomplish his goal by himself. Alright. And that's that, so that shows us how, oh well, cool. That does alone show us how deep people care. It's just a cult fan following, and it's really cool because we didn't know this before. We didn't know that Kizuraki made the Great Reset, or he's the biggest following of the Great Reset. We kept on hearing about it. We didn't know he was like the number one guy behind it. He's dead now, but like he's the symbol behind it for these people. So we have quite a few stuff to read. Let's keep it simple. Doppelganger, I saw it. The last message a dear friend of mine sent me just before he disappeared. Saw what, you ask? He only saw his doppelganger. He had gone out by himself to meet up with his relatives, and he was waiting for them at the park. He arrived early and decided to kill some time on his phone, messaging me and a few others. The park was busy, so he must have noticed it while watching all the people sitting on benches, running and chasing after balls. At first, it was just meaningless conversation. I'm so bored. This might be the most wholesome place on earth. But then he found something interesting. I think this person is staring at me. OMG, we're wearing the same shoes. How embarrassing. That scared me. I just heard something in my own audio. Like the background music had a noise, and I was like, is that just from my room? Sorry. This person staring at me. OMG, we're wearing the same shoes. How embarrassing, lol. He's got everyone's attention. Is it a dude? Chick? LOL. Okay, that actually is why. It wasn't something in the background music. It was my phone. I hope that wasn't playing all the time in the background. It was like a YouTuber live stream that was just in the background. Anyway. So, is it a dude? What did it look like? It's a dude. No, he's even wearing the same pants to me, lol. Maybe that's why he's staring. You know, I'll try to send a picture of his face. It was a short break in the messages. It seems like I take a picture. Eventually sent it, but the guy was far away, so it's hard to see his face. But in the end, it was just a picture of my friend. Everyone loved it. WTF is just you. LOL. You so had me there. It's that dumb look on your face, Lamau. You said a bunch of messages all at once. Guys, it's not me. OMG, it's me. My message before he stopped responding was, I saw it. That is just creepy. You didn't even tell what the doppelganger was. You just gave the most disturbing story. Oh, I've seen them. Have you? The other species hiding among us. Sometime, if you take a really close look at pictures of celebrities or politicians, you can see them. They're humanoid reptiles called reptilians. Lizard people. They've already succeeded in infiltrating human society. Why, you ask? For control. They've come to conquer, to wear human skin and pretend to be of influence. People of influence, and politicians and the sort. But there are ways to tell them apart. Their neck, their eyes. Something seems off about the wrinkles on their neck. That's a sign. When they blink, if their lower eyelids come up to meet the top, you might just be looking at a reptilian. You may not believe me now, but you will someday. They're living among us everywhere. They might be living next to you, right now. Kaijin answer. Oof, you ever heard the rumors about Kaijin answer? They say he's nothing but a head. More of a brain. Of course he wants a body. Word is that you can summon him by phone. Remember, call at your own risk. You can't just call him on any cell phone. You're gonna need 10 of them. No one's doing this because who has 10 cell phones? You need to have them all call each other. Why am I getting... I'm getting the chills. The first phone calls the second calls the third, and so on, until the loop is completed with the 10th phone calling the first. Usually you'd expect to get a message about the line being busy, but instead they connect to somewhere. The man who answers the phone and calls himself answer. For 9 out of 10 people that call, you will answer any question they ask. One unlucky person will get a question asked instead. The question instead. If they can't answer, he steals their body for himself. Wait, wasn't there another story just like this? Maybe there are phone lines connected to the other side. You ever get a call from a strange number? Keep your head on your shoulders and don't pick it up. Pick it up without thinking. So, this one is, I mean, we've heard plenty of stories about like phone call, or your phone being able to link to the spirit world or something like that. And I don't know, it's fascinating, isn't it? So there's so many urban myths or just like yokai creatures, anything like that in society where it's just over the internet. It's very interesting. And the most interesting thing I always say is like that reptilians and doppelganger stuff, like people are really scared of this type of stuff. And I always find it interesting how, I'm going on a bit of a yap here, but how when you're scared of something, it just goes back to it looking like a human or it being disguised as a human. Like a lot of horror goes back to that. Like the most horrifying thing is a human that just doesn't quite look like human. Doesn't quite look like a full human. Like something's just wrong about them. That was fascinating. Anyway. I don't want to yap you off with that. I think that's all we can get for now. Went down this Tsutomu Kizaraki rabbit hole at the end there. Looking into the Zimmers leads to his name showing up a lot. And GR. I wasn't looking into the doppelganger myth. You get the basic idea? Yes, I picked up a lot of weird info about them. And now we actually can go to this dude's house. That was a Kurosawa's place. I hope he's doing okay. Well, the doppelganger first showed up at the CEO's office, but the secretary is fine. And there were many theories about the doppelganger, around the doppelganger myth itself. I'm not too sure if meeting one actually kills you. You're right, yeah. I'm calming down a bit. I'll do my best with today's investigation. I'm sure he's quite panicked, dealing with seeing yourself. That's quite horrifying, isn't it? You walk into your room and you see yourself smiling at you. Hello, Urban Dissolution Sister here. Thanks for coming. Are you alright, Kurosawa-san? We heard that you were... Yes, the doppelganger. It showed up, and I saw it myself. Its eyes were inhuman, but looked just like me otherwise. Well, do you smile like that? I hope not. Did it attack you, or do anything? Nothing like that. But it happened there quickly. Before I knew it, the thing had left the house. Have you called the police? Well, it's a pretty ridiculous story, so... making a fuss would damage my company's reputation. Anyway, let me check what it was doing in my place. We have a housekeeper and she saw it too. So please, talk to her. And also... who is that? Hey, Yuya? We aren't done talking yet. Huh? Who are these chicks? You're bringing over girls in broad daylight? They're here for business. This is work, so give us a moment. Are you okay? You received some messages, supposedly from me, that I have no memory of. The messages asked her various things about my room. I'd appreciate if you could look into that. Anyway, I'll let you investigate. Understood. Alright. Let's talk to Jazz first, of course. Worried about the boss man? Yes. I'll search for him on my end. A connection that could help. What do you think? Jasmine, how do you feel about this case? Well, Kurosawa's ran into his doppelganger pretty quick. But he's weirdly calm. Kinda fishy if you ask me. Fishy? Might want to keep an eye on what that dude says and does. About the investigation. About the investigation. You know the drill, yeah? Maybe? Talk to each witness, confirm their claims, figure out the doppelganger's actions and motives. You got this. Yes. About the director. Yeah, about the director. Yeah, someone I know for tracking help. It looks substantial so far. Thank you, Jasmine. No need to thank me. You're like a worried parent or something. You're gonna stop the Illuminati card prophecies, right? No, I'll show the director how it's done. Right, let's do this. We're so sweet to each other, it's adorable. Jesus Christ. A series of trophies and awards on display. So many of them. Kurosawa-san must be really talented. I was just gonna say, look at this posture. Stand up straight, please. Your neck is gonna suffer like that. Prefectural Junior High Kendo Tournament, 10th place. High School Speech Contest, Judge Awards, Silver Medal. Business Idea Contest, College Category, 2nd place. So Kurosawa-san was a high achiever since the school days. Japan Corporate Excellence Award, Information Technology, UTech Priority. Silver Award, 100k subscribers, Live Society. Okay, Jesus. Excuse me, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Can I talk to you for a minute? Honda, Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Feeling kind of nervous? Ah, yes. Mr. Kurosawa mentioned you. If I can be of any help. My name is Honda. I work as a housekeeper here. How about yesterday? May I ask what happened yesterday? Someone who looked just like Kurosawa-san came here. Someone just like him. She's deep in thought. It was around 8 o'clock last night. Mr. Kurosawa came home and immediately went to his room. I was preparing his dinner when I heard the entrance open again. I looked out and Mr. Kurosawa was standing there. I think I told him that I thought he'd already come home. What did Kurosawa-san do? He went to his room, and after I heard him yelling. Yelling? Like, no, like, I can't do an impression of someone else screaming with another voice. That's voiceception right there. When someone surprised, Mr. Kurosawa came out of his room immediately afterwards. And another Mr. Kurosawa followed him out shortly after. And by that time, the first Mr. Kurosawa had disappeared into thin air. I couldn't believe my eyes. I see. That was the room. Did you look inside Kurosawa-san's room? I'm only in charge of cleaning for all the other rooms. I was told that Mr. Kurosawa's room had various things he can't show anyone else. When I first came here as housekeeper, I was told that entering Mr. Kurosawa's room is strictly forbidden. I see. When do you work here? Honda-san, when did you start working here as a housekeeper? You seem accustomed to this job. When did I start? She's really intense. Is it just me? I've been a housekeeper for a long while, but I started working here recently. Really? I'm old, but still need to work to pay my bills, you see. I could do with a little raise if you catch my drift, or would Mr. Kurosawa fire me if he heard this? She doesn't seem to be kidding at all. Did you talk with the doppelganger? Just checking. Did you speak in any way with the first Kurosawa that came home? In any way? Then did you talk at all? Just reacted as usual, I believe. I greeted him with a welcome home, Mr. Kurosawa. And he gave me a small nod and headed to his room. So you didn't have a conversation. Understood. Thank you. The first Kurosawa-san probably was the doppelganger, and the one that yelled wasn't doppelganger. We have an idea of the doppelganger's actions, but what is its goal? It doesn't talk to people so far. That's kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, nothing else. Are you holding an urn, smiling? A photo of Kurosawa-san. Might be one from a while ago. He looks a bit different from now. And there's some writing on the trophy he's holding. What's a trophy? National College Debate Contest, first place, Inugami University Debate Club. Wow, wait, this is amazing, but also, Inugami, that's my uni. The Kurosawa-san went there too. That's cool. What's your name again? Excuse me, just a moment of your time, please. Who the heck are you, anyway? I might be able to help in some way. You're from the Urban Dissolution Center. I'm from the Urban Dissolution Center. And what the heck is that, eh? There's been something strange happening around Kurosawa recently. I gotta get my diva on for talking for this girl's voice over here. It seems someone who looks just like him is up to no good. If this is a serious talk, that's pretty laughable. It's true. There was evidence of that intruder in the CEO office too. And I saw it too. Or its shadow. So we're pretty sure it's real. Sheesh. Is this a reality show or something? Your name, please? Could we ask you your name, please? Aika, Yuya's girlfriend. And what's he doing inviting girls to his place anyway? He did this before too, and we had a huge fight, and I haven't forgiven him yet. Yeah, I'm just here for work. Nothing to worry about, nothing. Nothing to worry about, huh? You're weird. What was your name again? Azami Fukurai. Okay then, Zamzam, what you need? Zamzam? Aika-san, strange things have been happening around Kurosawa-san recently. We're worried about Kurosawa-san's safety. And maybe you can be a danger too. Oh wait, that's so not funny. Wait, you serious? Very serious. It's a doppelganger. Kurosawa-san might have told you. The messages you received were probably from his doppelganger. Huh. Those nonsense texts he sent me the other day weren't from Yuya on booze, but from someone else. We believe so, yes. Did you talk to the doppelganger? I'd like to ask you something else about the doppelganger. What? Have you ever talked to him over the phone directly? Nah, nope, just those DMs. I see. Just his messages. Maybe it's true that doppelgangers don't talk. Doesn't what happened? Could you tell us in detail what you experienced? Like a few days ago, Yuya DMs me. First I thought, who the heck is this? He usually calls, but hey. I see. It was from Kurosawa-san's actual account. Hey, Aika, remember when you came to my place? Is this it? It looks like he was asking something. It was super creepy. Got on my nerves after a while, so I deleted most of it. That explains it. What was he asking you about? Like something about that hard drive in Yuya's room? A hard drive? I asked him about it too. Said something about a black box. Like drive or whatever. I said, how should I know about that? It's your room, don't ask me. Yeah, true. Alright. So I figured something was up and came to check. And those DMs from an imposter, I don't get what's going on. I'll recheck with Kurosawa-san about this. Alright. Yeah, you were actually very helpful, Aika. Stunner girlfriend. I need to know some people I met. Aika-san is Kurosawa-san's girlfriend, and was at his place when we arrived. Why was it that she suddenly came into Kurosawa-san's place? Message from the imposter. Yes, she received fake messages through Kurosawa-san's hacked account, but she came over to check. I'm surprised that someone could hack Kurosawa-san's account. Yeah, it'd be easy. What kind of super hacker could pull that off? Yuya Kurosawa's girlfriend. She has a strong personality and a bit intimidated by her. You receive strange DMs even though they usually don't talk using messages. Alright. So, that's everything back here. Trash can? A mundane everyday trash can. It's pretty packed. Oh, documents maybe? What's this? A photo. Crumbled and all wrote up. Is this the same photo as the one on display? No, it's longer sideways. Oh, wait. This person on the right. Tsutomu Kizaragi? Why? Kurosawa-san being in the photo with Dr. Kizaragi. I need to ask Kurosawa-san. That's really interesting. You have an awesome room. This computer is huge. Lots of glowing lights. Is this one of those gaming rigs? Mine actually glows like that too. Not quite as extravagant. I only have 2 monitors and I just had to get one so I can record. I didn't think the doppelganger was trying to contact Micah. I briefed my housekeeper, so kindly talk to both of them. Understood. About yesterday. Excuse me. May I ask about what happened yesterday? Yeah, sure. When I got home last night, the housekeeper looked at me funny and said she thought I'd already come home. I had no idea what she meant when it came to this room. The doppelganger was there? Exactly. It looked just like me. Except the eyes. They were just sockets without eyeballs in them. I just stood there in shock, and he took off. I see. Anything unusual since then? Have you noticed anything unusual since you saw the doppelganger? Like a massive headache or something? You're thinking I might die because I met my doppelganger? Oh, you know about that? Something seems wrong with my health. That reminds me. I met my secretary yesterday, right? Kiyomoto-san, you mean? Yes. She seems to have skipped work today without permission. I tried to call her, but she's not picking up. Our staff is looking for her. I'll let you know if I hear anything unusual. Kiyomoto-san has met the doppelganger too, so... Is this because the doppelganger too? Secretary unresponsive. About the messages. About the messages that Aika-san received. Oh yeah, those. And they weren't from you, right? Of course not. My account got hacked. It happens. I've taken measures to fix the situation. I see. So does that mean the doppelganger was using your account? I don't know who the culprit was, but it's embarrassing as a tech company CEO. Did you know Dr. Kizaragi? Kurosawa-san, did you know Tsutomu Kizaragi? Why all of a sudden? I found a photo of you with Dr. Kizaragi in your trash can. Is that from when you were a student? Be honest, don't lie. Well, yes. He was the advisor for a sports team I was in back in uni. So that's why. But what does that have to do with this case? And why are you even searching through my garbage? I never asked you to do that. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought I'd thrown away all those photos. I mean, you did. Why was the photo in the garbage? But why was the photo in the garbage? Your guess is as good as mine. I noticed it lying around yesterday. I think you'd dig that up. It was lying around? So if it wasn't Kurosawa-san or the housekeeper, did the doppelganger leave it there? But why would it do that? Takes a tech CEO to have such a huge safe at home. If the doppelganger was after something, this might be it. Can I talk to you about it? No, okay. So yeah, we've got all the items in here, so let's do our old-fashioned glasses segment. That's how we can see the difference between them. I see 2 shadows. Could they be Kurosawa-san and the doppelganger? So I'm seeing their shadows overlapping from when they came home last night. And they really do look alike when compared like this. But I can somehow tell which one is a doppelganger. I wonder why. Darker silhouette, socket-looking eyes, horrible hair. And again, doppelganger shadow. It really does seem like it's watching me. It's supposed to just be a trace. How is it doing this? It reminds me. I need to check with the housekeeper about what the doppelganger did. Okay. Another clue. Was there anything else over here? Yeah. This shadow is a doppelganger. It looks different somehow. It's near the computer, but what's it doing? I can't make out exactly what he's doing with his hands, but it looks like he's taking something out or away from the computer. You should think around what could have been around the computer. Observe. And this shadow is different from the usual ones. This must be the doppelganger. Did they try and do something to the safe? And the shadow seems to be looking at me and laughing. Seems scary. Yeah, I should check for traces of the safe being tampered with. Okay, this is really creepy that this doppelganger could like see me. That's really weird. See Azami. And the doppelganger was staring at the safe. Was anything stolen from it? I should check with the housekeeper, Honda-san, whether the doppelganger had anything in his hands. I should also ask Kurosawa-san to check the contents of the safe. Let's go down the list. Kurosawa's right here. Go on the safe. Have you noticed whether anything was stolen? And did you check the contents of your safe? I haven't checked thoroughly, but there's a possibility. And that safe is huge, it stands out, so you might want to make sure. Indeed. Actually, I'm a bit busy right now, so could you check the safe yourself? What? Me? Yes, please. I should have contracts, watches, and some gold in there. The combination is 5666. But please go ahead. That's a creepy number for a safe. Oh, I understood. Isn't that careless of him? Or does he have a reason? Before we check the safe... Actually, no, let's check it now. Is it really okay to open this? Let's check. 5666. It's open. How will I know if everything's here exactly? Contacts, watches... Actual code bars? I guess nothing has been stolen. Weird. So, I doubt he was looking for, like, money or anything, obviously. Doppelganger's weird. Oh, can I ask you about the safe? I doubt you would know, but let me see. Oh, okay, about the messages. The messages you received were probably sent by the doppelganger. Kurosawa-san's account seems to have been hacked. Hacked? Yuya Kurosai, CEO of a security company, getting hacked. Loser. And that's what it seems like. And who exactly is that Doppel or whatever? An ex of Yuya's? Ex? It's more like a copy of the person. I don't get it. But isn't this a dumped ex trying to get back at Yuya or something? Well, I don't know for sure. It's not a cold case, but an angry ex case? Possible. I'll keep it short. Kurosawa-san who came home first. Did you notice anything unusual or peculiar about the Kurosawa-san who came home first? Peculiar. Yes. I can't imagine that the first Mr. Kurosawa I saw might be someone else. As far as I could tell, it most certainly was a Mr. Kurosawa I know. I see. Thank you. Same face. When the first Kurosawa-san came out, was he holding anything? Holding anything? Like a wad of bills or expensive-looking jewelry? No, I don't remember him carrying anything of that sort. Do you mean Mr. Kurosawa's room has such things in it? Well, I wouldn't know. And again, you wouldn't have had that huge safe if you did. Are you trying to steal from your boss? You were just talking about a raise before, and now you're asking if he has that type of stuff. Huh? Is there something wrong? Well, if you never in the room, why did you know about the safe? That too. That's something huge. She's definitely trying to steal stuff from him. Housekeeper. She definitely wants to take some money from him. Honda-san works as a housekeeper at Kurosawa-san's place. When did she say she started working here? Recently. Yes, she started working here recently too. I wonder if Kurosawa-san tends to overwork his staff. Very possible. Oh, I get it. I think the doppelganger was fiddling around with this. And there's a USB cable dangling here. but nothing connected to it. The Doppelgangers go. He needs to think things over for a bit. No USB cables connected to, nothing stolen from the safe. Ask about the messages. The doppelganger who appeared at CEO's office showed up at Kurosawa-san's place as well. It entered Kurosawa-san's room. And maybe the line waited for Kurosawa-san himself? Kurosawa-san did encounter the doppelganger, yet it could have waited for him anywhere, including the entrance. Which means there could have been reason it was in Kurosawa-san's room. It doesn't seem to have touched any of the valuables. It had sent messages to Aika-san too. I wonder what it was trying to do. The goal seemed to have been... I got that? Let's go. The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa-san's room. Yes, that must be it. I'm not sure what an HDD is, but judging from the messages Aika-san received, that must be it. Maybe I should ask Aika-san about what exactly an HDD looks like. Oh, stolen. Aika. Can I bother you again? What? Not done yet? About the HDD. Aika-san, about the HDD. Hey, I wouldn't know, okay? Yes, but it would help to know what kind of shape it was. It was near the computer, connected with a cable, and around the size of a lunchbox. Oh yeah. It was a black box with a sticker on it that said 5 or something. 5? Not sure about that. Not sure about that. Might be it. Kurosawa-san might recognize that. We should check with him. By the way, do you know if any of Kurosawa-san's ex-girlfriends might know a lot about HDDs? How should I know? Of course. Sorry. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess you don't keep track of your boyfriend's exes. That's fair. Alright. Kurosawa-san, do you know do you know about an HDD? With the sticker with the number 5? Wait, he's really surprised. What about it? Seems like the doppelganger's goal was to get that HDD. What does the HDD stand for, by the way? Kurosawa-san? About the HDD. HDDs are storage media. You can save a large amount of photos, music, or videos on them. I see. Then it might have had something stored on it that the doppelganger wanted, which is why it was stolen. Would the Urban Dissolution Center be able to recover it for me? That is not our jobs, no. I mean, that's just not our jobs. I can't say for sure. At least not immediately. Worst case, destroying the HDD works too. I would appreciate if you could prevent the contents from leaking out. I can't promise anything. That's kind of a job for the police. But that is their suspicion that you want that thing destroyed. So, figure out why the doppelganger came here. And the doppelganger seems to have stolen an HDD from Kurosawa-san's computer. An HDD. Just the HDD, without touching the gold bars or other valuables. Kurosawa-san even asked us to destroy it if we need to. Yeah, don't agree to it. Those requests lead to complaints later on. What came for the HDD? Wonder what's inside. Also, Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. She skipped work without saying anything and isn't answering. Could she be? Could meeting someone else's doppelganger bring death to others as well? Kurosawa-san said his staff is looking for her, but I hope nothing's happened to her. Kurosawa-san and Honda-san, the housekeeper, have both met the doppelganger in this house. Yeah, it might not be safe. I will grab the van, so tell Kurosawa and the housekeeper to be on their guard. Understood. Sweet. Get some rest, Nami. We're on standby until Kurosawa updates us. I keep on about to say San at the end of it because Azami says it all the time. Gotcha. Thank you, Jasmine. I love Jasmine and Azami. They're awesome. Oh. This is something different. I was going to say we were about to come to the end of this episode, but like, what's going on here? Usually when this happens, we just cut to the next part. Oh, God. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Wait, what's about to happen? Run, run Azami, run Azami, run Azami, run Azami, run Azami. Oh thank god, no, don't stop. What is this place? It's dark, but so loud. I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. No, help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Miss Azami. Miss Azami. Oh. Director? Oh. Oh. No, no. Zami, you awake? Dozing off again. What the? Oh, I was just zoned out for a bit there. Not falling asleep while we're talking. Urasawa sent in the stupid request, so we need to get planning. I'm sorry. I had this weird dream. Anyway, you were saying the doppelganger had actually shown up for the CEO office intrusion. Yep, it turned up a week ago in the UTech HQ server room, which makes 3 sightings. Server room, CEO's office, CEO's home. Sure gets around for an anomaly. By the way, we haven't heard from the director yet. Hope everything's okay. It's looking like we might have to do the dissolution ourselves, eh? I'll practice manifesting the eye-opener and unlocking it. No idea what you're talking about. UTech HQ's coming up. Time for investigator mode. Yes. Alright. Urasawa-san? You mentioned the doppelganger was here a week ago? Yeah. Seems like it showed up in the server room. No reports of anything stolen or sabotaged so far. Yeah, and I ask what this room's for. This is our server room. We store important data for our clients. It's usually off limits to external parties. My main concern is why the intruder targeted this server room. It's appeared in our building. That's actually really cool that we start seeing her take notes over there. It's appeared in our buildings twice already. It may have hostile intentions toward our company. I hope we can find why it came here. Understood. By the way, I asked you to look for the HDD stolen from my home. Could you give me a status report on that first? Actually, our job is to investigate urban myths. Looking for stolen property is not quite what we... Well, it looks like our understanding of the request and your works aren't aligned. Hey, when we agree to change our service plan? And you are? Just a part-time helper. If you have any additional requests for lost property searches, I'll check with management. We're not in a position to make those kind of decisions ourselves. Especially for this pseudo-police work. You never know what might turn out illegal, really. I can write up a theft report for the police. Actually, we've found a lot going on with all these strange incidents. Please forget about the stolen item for now. We'll handle that ourselves. Let's continue investigating the urban myth element, if that works for you. Oh, okay. Please check with the server engineer and security guard about what happened here. Okay, we will. You can tell he's scared about what's on there. Thank you, Jasmine. Why did Urasawa-san's tone change all of a sudden? Leave those situations to me. Anyway, we show his true colors. Yeah, must force that responsibility on us. Let's move on. First, we need to know what happened here. And next, why I came here specifically. Keep an eye out for what Kurosawa's up to while we investigate. There we go. Love this tag team. I'll stop there. I am very sorry to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger like that, but we know this already has 7 clues and I don't want to drag this episode to 3 hours. So I'm sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger of what did we see when Azama might have saw her doppelganger self ambushing her in the night, and the director's voice may be talking to her. Man, I love this series so much. I say at the end of every episode, I love this game, this series. I love my fan base so much for giving me this series to do. Because my first of the series, I was like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna do very well because no one's really heard of this game. And it just did okay when the first 3 episodes came out, and over time it just kept on building up, and now we have such a consistent people base. I love that. So thank you all so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate you all, and farewell for now.